Hi there, and welcome to the finale, part 8 of my full collectibles walkthrough for Celeste. This is chapter 8, the core. In this video, we'll be finding all non-mandatory collectibles. In that case, however, it's only the red strawberries. There is a cassette, which you have to collect to complete the level, and there is no secret heart in the core. I will assume you have already beaten the game and have a good understanding of the movement options available to you. That said, I will not be using any advanced techniques to collect anything, so that this guide is beginner friendly. As this is only focused on collectibles, I will be speeding through the rest of the chapter where there is nothing to call out. If you are interested in a full walkthrough, please let me know in the comments down below. There are timestamps to help you find any specific collectible you might be missing, and I'll be using the order of the berries as shown in the pause menu, which you can see down at the bottom. There's only 5 berries we need to collect in this chapter, so hopefully it'll be quite easy to navigate around. But yes, that said, let's get on with it. So core, as you'll know, is the last chapter and has the gimmick that your dash does not refill. So this makes for some quite interesting, almost puzzle type activity in order to collect all the berries. So as ever, we will ignore the golden strawberry. And we will make our way through the chapter. And again, I will just run through until we get to some collectibles of interest. So we go over to the right here to unlock the ice mode of the level, which I'm sure you recall. Just be careful with these flames. And now we make our way back across. Again, I'm just going fast. You do not need to follow my particular route or strategies. This is just to try and keep the video to a manageable length. Plus, it's fun to go fast. Okay, so now that we've made it to this screen, what we do is we head over to the left. And you might have seen before, this was full of fire, you couldn't reach the berry. Well, now we've turned it into ice and you can. It's still pretty hard though. So what you need to do is climb up over this block, use the bumper to boost yourself over to the left, pick up the berry and then dash back over. As I say, that's pretty hard. You can see I still have a spare dash, so you can use a dash somewhere. So if you find it difficult to hit the bumper right, you can use your dash there, or if you're finding it hard to hit the ice blocks correctly, you can use it there. So if you need to do something like that, anyway. So that's the first berry. Then we have this tricky maneuver to do, which still kills me often to this day. Turn this back to fire. There's nothing to collect in here. Nothing to collect on this screen. Now, on this screen, we need to be careful. So we need to maintain our dashes for as long as we can. Because what you need to do... Oh, no. Excuse me. I am talking nonsense. what you need to do is reasonably tricky. So you need to activate the ice mode in this screen and then come back to the left. So that can be a bit tricky to figure out. But if we do that, that reveals this passage up the top. And this is a really difficult room. So what you need to do here, these walls are made of ice, so you can't climb them. But you can jump off them. So if you jump off them like this, you can then use these bumpers to navigate your way around. Don't forget you do have 2 dashes to make this slightly easier. But yeah, it's something like that. It's tricky, all right? There's no real way to spin it. You sort of need to use the bumpers, use the top of the bumpers as much as you can. Use a dash there. Try and save a dash for your journey back as well. But yeah, and that is berry number 2. Oh. So here you need to be careful. So we want to make sure we come above that crystal so that we hit that crystal, then it turns to ice, then we jump to the left, then we dash to the left into that bumper and we can grab the berry. So let me show you that again. So use 1 dash there, go above the crystal from that bumper, and then you can use your final dash to come up there to that berry. So again, that's quite tricky. That is berry number 3. Whoops. So for this, we need to turn it to fire and then use our dashes to get up through that little gap. That gives us access to this berry, which you can just collect nicely, which is berry number 4. And then we're coming up pretty soon on the very, very last collectible in the main game. Oh, don't use your dashes there. So just work your way through this section of the level. Can be pretty tough. But this is, you know, the very last level in the game. Or is it? Yes, it is. Or is it? Well, kind of. Right, so on this screen, we will find our 5th and final berry. And it's quite tricky, as usual, with this level. So make your way up, try and save your dashes. And you can see the trickiness here because the berry is on the wall on the other side of that platform. So you need to use a dash to get over to the other side of it. This is the way I find the easiest. You can see I'm struggling, so yeah, okay, let me try this again. Right, so what you do is you dash up and then use your final dash here, and then you can climb off the side of that block. If you don't actually hold grab and you just jump off the block, you'll be able to go over the other side of it and use the momentum to get up. So that's the easiest way I find. Now be careful, because what that will do, that will give you the berry, but you have to go to the next screen to collect it. So what I strongly recommend is to just stop moving and collect the berry. You will then die, you'll be killed by the lava, but you'll see I had just enough time to collect the berry. Whereas if you keep moving, you can accidentally keep the berry all through this screen, and if you die, then you'll lose it and you'll have to restart the checkpoint. But anyway, that is the only 5 non-mandatory collectibles in the level. There is a cassette at the end, but you have no choice but to collect it. So I will leave it there. I hope this video was useful and you found what you needed to collect, to complete your own collection. There may or may not be a bonus video with potentially one more thing to collect in the game. But either way, I hope this series has helped you 100% your Celeste file and you've enjoyed it, because Celeste is a terrific game. I realise it's 6 years old at this point, so I don't know why I'm making video guides for it, but I really love the game, and yeah, I just wanted to do my part to honour it. So thank you very much for watching, and I may or may not see you in a bonus episode. Cheers.